On a snowy Christmas Eve, Emma sat alone in a cafe, wiping failed blind date. She thought the night couldn't get worse until two identical little girls, wearing matching red scarves, tugged her hand and asked softly, "Miss, will you be our mom?" The cafe froze. Emma froze. And behind the girls stood a man whose eyes showed both pain and hope. What happened next changed all their lives forever. Away the tears from yet another Christmas Eve in Maple Ridge was usually Emma's favorite day. The streets glowed with fairy lights, carolers sang at every corner, and families rushed home with gifts wrapped in gold ribbons. But tonight felt different. Tonight felt heavy. Emma, 32, a kindergarten teacher, had shown up for her fifth blind date of the year, arranged by her overly hopeful best friend. She waited for an hour, holding her coffee tight for warmth, watching couples laugh and share scarves in the cold. Finally, her date walked in, tall, sharp eyes, expensive coat, and a frozen expression that told her everything before he even spoke. "I'm sorry," he began, not even taking a seat. "You seem nice, but you're not really my type. I'm looking for someone with more ambition. Someone different." He left before she could reply. Just like that, Emma exhaled shakily, blinking hard to keep the tears from falling. She wasn't upset because of him, she was tired. Tired of trying. Tired of hoping someone would choose her. Even for a moment, she stood up to leave, wrapping her coat around herself, when suddenly she felt a small tug at her sleeve. Two little girls, maybe 6, stood before her, twins. Same curly brown hair. Same big hazel eyes. Same timid smile. "Hi," one whispered. "Are you okay?" the other asked. Emma knelt to their level. "I'm fine, sweethearts. Where's your mom or dad?" They exchanged a look, one filled with sadness beyond their age. "We don't have a mom," the first said, "and our dad is sad too," the second added. "He doesn't smile anymore." Before Emma could respond, the door opened and a man entered, snow on his coat, eyes worried as he scanned the cafe. "Lily. Rose. You can't run off like that." The girls ran to him, hugging his legs. He lifted his gaze to Emma, and their eyes locked, and in that moment, something shifted. The man introduced himself as Daniel Cooper, a mechanic and single father. His wife had died 3 years ago in a car accident on Christmas Eve, the same night the twins still slept holding onto their mother's scarf. He apologized endlessly for the girls disturbing her, but Emma wasn't disturbed. She was strangely drawn, especially when the twins held her hands again. "Miss Emma," Lily whispered, "if you're lonely, you can be with us," Rose added. Then both spoke together, shy but hopeful. "Will you be our mom?" Daniel froze, embarrassed and heartbroken at the same time. "I'm so sorry, they don't understand," but Emma's eyes softened. Not with pity. With something deeper. The girl's innocence felt like a bridge between her broken heart and Daniel's. The cafe fell silent. Even the sound of falling snow outside felt like it stopped. Daniel knelt beside the girls. "Sweethearts, you can't ask strangers that. Mommy is in heaven." "But Mommy said she'd send someone when Daddy's heart was ready," Lily whispered, "and she said we'll feel it," Rose added. "We feel it now." Emma's throat tightened. Daniel looked up, his voice low. "They believe their mother sends signs." "I'm trying my best, but," he shook his head, eyes shining with unshed tears, "this is why I avoid Christmas dates. People don't want a widower with 2 kids." Emma exhaled deeply. For the first time that night, she didn't feel rejected, she felt chosen. The girls pulled her toward their table. "Sit with us. Daddy smiles when you're here, we saw it." Daniel's face flushed, but he smiled, a real, genuine smile. For the first time in years, Emma joined them. They talked, laughed, shared stories. The twins told her about school, about cookies they burned, and about how their daddy worked too much. Daniel listened to Emma like her words mattered, like she mattered. As the clock struck midnight, snow danced outside the window. Daniel hesitated, then spoke softly. "Emma, I know this is sudden, but would you like to join us tomorrow? The girls would love it. And I would too." Emma felt warmth fill her chest. A warmth she had forgotten. "Tomorrow," she said softly, "I'd love that." The twins hugged her tightly. That Christmas Eve, Emma walked home under falling snow with a heart no longer empty, and a feeling she couldn't explain. Not yet, but she had no idea.